Hello and welcome to Once Driven Forever Smitten. In this episode we're going to be having a bit of a tidy up of the unit. Right, I'm just going to go and pop to the post office to find out how much it is to post the stickers, because I've got a nice bit of thick card in there just in case they get squashed in transit and in case it goes over the weight of a first class stamp. The Speedo's working in the Corsa, and this is easily the longest it's ever worked. It's been working over a mile. How utterly bizarre. Still working now. Amazing. Bet it doesn't last. We shall see. How strange. It's still going. What on earth? That's absolutely crazy. Oh, I'm so happy until it immediately stops working. What a novelty. Hi folks. Well, it's now an absolutely miserable Sunday. Corsa Speedo is still working. I've managed to advertise the Iveco recovery truck on Gumtree. Somebody's supposed to be wanting to come and see it, but I don't think he's read the advert. Or at least he hadn't read it properly, because it's a 4.6 tonne, not a 3.5 tonne. And the DVSA have to test it, so you don't get any favours whatsoever. And it does need that rear cross member replacing on it, so I'm going to attempt to go and dig it out. Well, we'll dig it out. I hope I've got a big yellow jacket down there if it's still raining like this, and see what else there is to do content wise. But I'll need to move the Astra and move the Vectra off the back anyway, so that I have an empty recovery truck should somebody come to look at it. I see stuff that simply won't start. This needs finished off. It'll be fantastic when it is. Nobody's going to finish it. I'm supposed to be putting an 1800 into that just as soon as I get some space cleared. Selling my recovery truck, it's on Gumtree. Had a couple of inquiries, but I don't think they've read the ad. Anybody wants anything off this Vectra LS saloon, give me a shout. I'm not sure the bleed nipples would come out the calipers. It's a small block Z 18, nice low mileage engine. The engine's beautiful, but I don't really have the time to take it out. Trying to see what the mileage is on it. It's low anyway, you can check it in MOT, but it's just an LS, so it's not very interesting. Yeah, I've been moving things about and nothing bloody starts. I've got to jump start everything. This thing stopped flashing its indicators anyway, and the fans came on, which is a good sign. Maybe it's sorting itself out. This thing's got electrical problems with a squab. What is that for, that yellow and green thing? This is off a slightly different vehicle, but it's close enough. And this one's got the same thing on it. 1, 2, 3, 4 plugs at the back. Yeah, what's the yellow one for? Because there's not one for it there. 09 Peugeot partner, Citroen Berlingo, whatever. Managed to get the Cavalier turbo diesel started because we're having a massive clear out in here. We're getting a skip down, we're getting scrap to go away. What a fight I had getting this to go, but it needs to get destroyed because it's so very rotten. See where we are. That's alright. And we'll check the other side as well. Well, left the Diplomat running a little bit, and yeah, thankfully it was steam coming up the windscreen. You could actually hear, yeah, look at that. That's steam, not smoke, thankfully. That's water from our friend down there. Oh, good grief, I thought it was going on fire there. That's all I bloody need. Wow. You could hear it going hissing out. I just wanted to get tidied up a bit. Here, I look into here. Oh, look at that. How lovely is that? No jacking points. Mild oil leak. No sills left in it. It's all been patched up to buggery. Can knock about 10 holes in that. That was sketchy, that. Didn't like that at all. Did not like that at all. Well, it's coming out the bloody sides and everything. Yeah. Oh, dear-y me. And you can see down there sort of. Oh, feckin' heck. Yeah. Sounds like a dash-out job, and it would help if it wasn't pissing rain every time I try to do something. Well, this Vectra did start and now won't start. And I've got the spanner light in the dash and I've locked it and unlocked it. Don't know why it wouldn't want to start. Oh! Oh, bet I was going to go there. I'll let the Astra charge it up a little bit more. Hope Daniel's not knocked anything important off of this. As you can see, he was doing some careful removal of parts. Ah, that'll be the centre off the steering wheel then. Yeah, because that needed removed. I can go back on there. I was considering removing the steering column on this because it doesn't have any play on it. Oh, I can't get it on right. This was going to go as well. It sucked all the power out of the Astra. Wonderful, that must be a great battery then, eh? Oh, goodness sakes. There's something to start. That was going to go there as well. Oh, right, booster pack. Right, now we've got revs. And for the love of goodness, you can't just suck all the juice. Wow, fascinating. That's a better connection. Oh my god, it's alive! Celebrate, everybody! Woo! Just needed some extra voltage. Thank you, Oxford Astra. Yeah, as you can see, I have got the Vectra off. And yeah, basically now I just really need the back bumper and the boot lid ultimately. If anybody else wants anything off it, I know that Mark, I was speaking to, wanted the front door handles. I suppose you could have the rear door handles as well. It doesn't sound too happy putting away there. I think I'm going to put it where the Astra was. But I better get these ramps put away pretty sharp as well and get the truck put away. Because I'm blocking the whole place up. I've got the dial on the wrong way around. At least the Iveco is working properly. Oh, why do you have to be so rotten? What a shame. It's got half a tank of diesel in it as well. It runs like an absolute dream, this thing. It really does. It really does. But it's not for 3.5 ton, guys. So the Vectra is now stuck down the bottom because it conked out. So I'm now going to have to try and jump start it again, which is great. Might just get Campbell's to come and lift it. Spring. No, the Diplomat has broken a bootleg spring. I just remembered that Vectra's got 2 in it, so I hope they fit. Right, my recovery truck is prepped. The car is off it. If anybody wants to buy it for spares or repairs, 6 brand new GT radials on it. It's the ideal thing for making 1 out of 2, I would say. The body still, to me, looks strong on it. I don't know, you'd have to look yourself. This thing, all I really want's the boot lid and the back bumper off it, so in the interest of space I'll be taking the handles off it and it'll be going down to Campbell's. I'm just going to get them to lift it because I can't have stuff just lying about here. I think the bonnet that's on it, I did down south at Brazil getting painted. Kenzo's getting a new shell for that. Why have a GT16 valve when you can have a 1.8 SXI? Hey, this thing is needing work for the MOT, but we've got stuff in position now and we're getting there slowly. Well, I am getting my stuff in order. That's on the ramp ready to be stripped. The dash needs to come out, I think, for the heater matrix. This needs looked at for its MOT. And I need to get into the heater controls anyway, so it needs to be on the ground and it's more accessible here. So I'm going to put this down as a little bit of Sunday progress. Jeez, oh, how much oil is going to drip out of this thing on top of my Cavalier. I might want to put something on top of that, I think, because it looks like he's an oily boy. Oh, he needs a jet wash. It'd be nice to have this on the road working properly. There's a clonk off it, and yeah, I've just never really got the use out of it. There's something wrong with the electrics, something wrong with the heating and ventilation controls because I've not piped it up properly, but hey ho, we'll get to it. Need to get this turbo diesel stripped in that Vectra way, make some space. We've started and stopped the car and we're still going strong. The speedometer still works in it. Could it have fixed itself permanently? Who knows? That is the Cadillac battery all charged up. I was going to start it and run it. It's sitting on my parents' drive in Sorn at the moment. But I need to get the front seats out to try and get the carpet out to dry it properly, because it is soaking on the passenger side and I didn't want to, like, you know, fill the house with exhaust fumes. So I'll get that fired on for the next video and hopefully we can get the carpets out it. A beast of a battery that. Cheers to Mike for supplying it. Right, I'm going to call time on this one. Just a bit of mucking about down the garage. I do have a lot to do back home. I've got the Omega to get the crank sensor out of. The Saab is needing to go in the unit to get its MOT work done, but when that'll happen, I do not know. I've got the Corsa dipstick to do, and I've also got the timing belt on Le Cav to sort out as well. So I really need to sit down and concentrate and get to work on all this stuff that I have to sort out, including the C20 LET loom, in the 1800 conversion, which involves braking the turbo diesel, and of course I've got an automatic to manual conversion to do on a Cavalier 2 litre as well. So wish me luck. I've got a lot to do over the next few weeks, but I need to get out there and do it. Yeah, nothing else for it. I'll catch you guys again next time. Take care. Goodbye. happening today, Bob? What's happening today? It's very, very wet. We can't get under the Omega. Be wanting a brush though, won't you? Because you love to have a brushy, don't you? Oh, look at the state of my worktop. That wasn't me, that was you. Yes, because you've been stealing cheese off plates because you love cheese. A nice brush for Bob. Eh? Oh yes. Only took you nearly 10 years before you decided you liked to have a brush. Eh? Oh, lovely girl. Been collecting all the hair off Bob since I started brushing her, and that's it there. Because I'm making everybody a Donald Trump wig for Christmas. It's all I can afford these days. But I reckon it's pretty convincing stuff, to be honest.